In order to write JavaScript code, you need a code editor. There are various code editors out there, including Visual Studio Code or VS Code, Sublime Text, Atom, and my favorite is VS Code. That you can download this from link in description. And the other thing I want to install is Node. You can download Node from node.js org. Now technically, you don't necessarily need Node to execute JavaScript, because as I explained before, you can execute JavaScript code inside of a browser or your IDE. But it's good to have Node on your machine, because we use it to install third-party libraries. And also later, in this section I am going to show you a preview of Node. So, pause the video and download VS Code as well as Node. Once you are done, come back, continue watching. To create a new folder, call that js-basics. The name doesn't really matter, I just want to have a folder for writing all the code in this course. Now, drag and drop this folder into Visual Studio Code. Okay, we have got this folder open. Let's add a new file here, index.html. Okay, now you don't really need to know HTML in order to take this course, but if you want to be a front-end developer, you should know your HTML well. Now, in this file I want you to type an exclamation mark and then press tab. This generates some basics HTML boilerplate. We don't really care about any of this code here. We are gonna use this as a host for our JavaScript code. You are gonna see that in the next lecture, and so save the changes now here. Open the extensions tab here. In this box search for live server. So live server is a very lightweight web server that we are going to use to serve our web application. So install this, then you will have to restart Visual Studio Code. When you are done, go to the Explorer tab, right click index.html and select Open with Live Server. This will open up browser and point it to this address. That's where our web application is served. From now, currently we have an empty page. Now, to make sure that everything is working properly, let's go back to Visual Studio Code. Here in the body section, let's add an H1 press tab and type hello world message. Now, save the changes back in the browser. You can see this page is refreshed automatically, and we have got the hello world heading here. In the next lecture you are going to write your first JavaScript code. Bye bye!